Hi everyone, happy St. Patrick's Day in the midst of what's probably a difficult time for lots of people. This is Daniel Wade. I've been nominated by Sam McGovern to do a pandemic poem, as it were. It doesn't have to, we're just doing a series of reading out poems and don't have to be directly related to the pandemic, of course, but seeing as it's St. Patrick's Day, I thought I'd read out a particularly Irish piece, and hopefully you like it. This one's called Gallóglaich. It was published in the Scum Gentry magazine in October of 2018. And Gallóglaigh is an Irish word meaning galloglass or foreign warrior. And for just to fill you in, the Gallóglaigh were an elite corps of soldiers commissioned by Gaelic chieftains to come over from their homeland in Scotland to help fight the Irish against Norman invaders. And they were deployed continuously over Ireland and mainland Europe as a mercenary force in the coming centuries. And if you want to know what kind of people they were, I mean, even Shakespeare referenced them in Macbeth, and they were just a very, and even the German painter Albrecht Durer has a painting of them. It's called Irish Warriors. So this poem is from the point of view of one such fighter, and hopefully you enjoy it. Gallóglaigh. Wealth of my wayfaring and mud-smeared, the halberd slashes off necks at the root, for mounting over hearths. Blood rinses my beard of the day's trudge. Breathing hard, I slog about this field, corpse carpeted, air smudged in silence, lifting keepsakes from pockets, flames put out on my sword's iron lightning, brandishing headlong and notched. The sun sinks to its nightly grave as crows swoop down on haggard wing to munch eye, gnaw jowl. Heaven's amber glows as a still warm breastplate as bodies burn on sight. Why do I no longer flinch from decomposition's fizz on each staring dead face? Indifferent to frostbite, I've had the run of ditch, glen, valley, burrow. No enemy may slip from my smell or sight, lying in ambush at Antrim, charging Knockdoe hillocks, limbs sweat-sopped. Their anthems whirl in my ear. Their pyres conjure up ashen shadow. I won't be swayed by priestly pleas for my soul, nor fall at the feet of some perfumed pontiff to beg clemency, yank at God's apron string. I'll sleep through a drab sermon that dives like a dove to catch in the bishop's craw, to persuade me to deflect from my warring self. Because from what do I need salving? The road where the death blow misses me by inches? The yesterdays? The tomorrows? Yoked neither to God nor home soil, but a chieftain's bidding. I am scriptured in this life of palisade and charge, ground holding glossy rock to dam, fords and hurdle. As for the cavalry, they call my name as if I were commonage to rack or rent, or one of their hunting bitches called to heel, while I cut and run across their continent. Repeated axe-bashing splinter apart meadows of frozen water, and the dent in my skull taps bone like a glass clinked to health. Price my loyalty. I flee from no war heat. Better always to die in the face of a javelin's lunging hiss, or retreat through underbush where armoured horse can't follow, than kneel before a blood-blind banner. Hoist no monument for me. Let my grave vanish under the steepened sky. Hold my name from ever passing your lips. Let my bones sink back to ash. I nominate Justin McCann, Gary Grace, and Sarah Hamilton. Pandemic poetry. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I hope it's a good one. Cheers.